Cinderella, a tale of magic and kindness. Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, lived a kind-hearted girl named Cinderella. She had a loving father, but after her mother passed away, he remarried a cold-hearted woman with two spoiled daughters. Sadly, when her father passed away too, Cinderella's life changed forever. Her stepmother and stepsisters treated her as nothing more than a servant. From dawn till dusk, she scrubbed the floors, washed clothes, and cooked meals while they lived in luxury. Though she was mistreated, Cinderella never lost her kindness or hope. The invitation to the royal ball one day, an exciting announcement spread through the kingdom. The prince was hosting a grand ball to find his future bride. Every eligible young woman was invited. Cinderella's stepsisters squealed with joy, already imagining themselves as the future princess. Cinderella's heart raced with excitement. "Stepmother, may I go too?" she asked timidly. Her stepmother smirked. "You? A filthy servant." She laughed cruelly. "You have nothing to wear. Stay home and scrub the floors." Her stepsisters mocked her. "Maybe if you wear an old rag, the prince will hire you as a maid." They giggled as they left for the ball in their elegant gowns. Heartbroken, Cinderella ran to the garden and wept. "Why is life so unfair?" she whispered. The fairy godmother's magic just then, a warm, golden light appeared, and a gentle voice said, "Why are you crying, dear child?" Cinderella gasped. Before her stood a woman with sparkling robes and a twinkling wand, her fairy godmother. "You shall go to the ball," the fairy godmother said with a smile. With a flick of her wand, Cinderella's rags turned into a stunning blue gown, and on her feet appeared shimmering glass slippers. "But how will I get there?" Cinderella asked. "Watch this," said the fairy godmother. She waved her wand again, and a pumpkin transformed into a golden carriage, while mice turned into strong, handsome horses. "But remember, dear," she warned, "the magic will disappear at midnight." The royal ball. Cinderella arrived at the grand palace, her heart pounding. As she entered, all eyes turned to her. The prince, mesmerized by her beauty and grace, approached her. "Would you honor me with a dance?" he asked. Cinderella smiled and took his hand. They danced under the sparkling chandeliers, laughing and talking as if they had known each other forever. Her stepmother and stepsisters failed to recognize her in her magical gown, only watching in jealousy. But soon, the clock began to chime dong, dong. It was almost midnight. "I must go," Cinderella gasped, rushing out of the palace. The prince called after her, but she didn't stop. In her hurry, one glass slipper slipped off. The princes searched. The next morning, the prince announced that he would search the kingdom for the mysterious girl who fit the slipper. Every girl tried to squeeze into it, even Cinderella's stepsisters, but their feet were too big. Finally, Cinderella stepped forward. "May I try?" Her stepmother laughed mockingly. "You? Impossible." But as soon as Cinderella slipped her foot into the glass slipper, it fit perfectly. The prince recognized her at once. "It's you," he said joyfully. "I've found you at last." Happily ever after, overjoyed, the prince asked Cinderella to be his bride.